What happened, Greg?
I just don't understand how they catch up to me. Like when I'm the killer, it feels like I'm chasing them for like hours, and then when I'm the survivor, I feel like catch up to me in 2 seconds.
It's very possible that you just aren't quite used to like optimal chasing. Um, like, I forget who said it. It might have been Scott Junn did a piece of content about like the power of killer is not that they're 5% faster, because if you just hold W and they just hold W, if you hit somebody and they hold W and then you want to hit them again, if they just hold W, they will make 45 seconds of distance. The power of killer is the ability to cut them off. So if you're just holding W behind them like a Pepega, you're never going to catch up in less than 45 seconds minimum. You have to move diagonally, cut them off, hide your stain, like flip your camera, which is hard to do on controller, when you go around corners so they can't see
and
you.
you fucking unhooked me point blank, and just the killer just hit me once and I died.
Yep, no borrowed time. This is why borrowed time is essential. Don't go without it.
What is your top perk?
Overcome. It's basically sprint burst when you get hit now. It's really interesting. I think it's a really good perk, actually. But we haven't seen what it'll do yet. It's basically after you get hit, you get like an extra, hey, somebody else on the gen over here. 2 people are going to get out as long as people aren't shitheads and they just... You know that sprint burst thing that you get when they hit you?
Yeah.
It lasts an extra 2 seconds. Which is huge, because that extra 2 seconds, if you're just holding W, is like an extra 25 seconds or something that you just get to run.
For the killer, it's an extra 25 on the killer.
Hold W, hold W. Again, it's what we were talking about earlier, but I feel like I'm just chasing him and I'm never catching up. If I hold W and you hold W and I have overcome, you will not physically catch up to me in less than 65 seconds, unless I do anything other than hold W. If I hold W and you hold W and you do not cut me off, I get 65 seconds before you down me again.
That's just math. It's distance over time, right?
Yes, distance over time.
It's clean math.
Exactly. So that's where killers need to learn faster than anything else that cutting people off is how you win things. And if you can't cut them off, let them go. Because if you spend 30 seconds chasing them, 65 seconds, then you chase them on the down, then you chase them, then you chase them, you're giving away the game. That's how math works.
How much time does sprint burst give you?
Sprint burst mathematically, so it's difficult. The key difference there is basically whether there's actually a really good clip I'll have to send you that I showed up on Facebook of people tested sprint burst, overcome in the other, just running in a straight line. And assuming you have the health state, overcome gives you the most distance. If you've already lost a health state, overcome is not useful. Where dead hard and sprint burst both are. Sprint burst is really useful for coordinated teams. Essentially, if me, you, and 2 other people are on comms, anybody can tell anyone else if they let them go, and then if everybody just leaves the generators, like immediately, then sprint burst is the most efficient. But right now, we're in the era of dead hard dominance. Do you know about the whole hip validation situation?
No.
Okay, you know when they added hip validation to pallets? Where the server decides whether or not you hit, and they'll still get blood, but they won't take the damage state. That's how dead hard works now under all circumstances. So dead hard is now an actual, like, one of those gold Mario invincibility mushrooms. Essentially, it doesn't matter whether or not you were right on my screen. What matters is if the survivor pushes their dead hard button before you connect, and it's going to hit you. The killer will hit you, it'll spray bud, they will clean their weapon, and you will have not taken damage.
Yeah, it's called, they call those invincibility frames.
Mm-hmm. But the key is it still sends the killer into weapon cleaning stage because it's hit validation, and the game still validated your hit, it just did not apply the damage state because of the invincibility. So survivors currently have 3 health states. Damage, dead hard, and then dead. It's why, like, in anything higher, you're going to see 3 dead hards minimum every game, is because dead hard will add, like, 35 seconds to your life run. Assuming that it's not even the worst situation, which is where they dead hard and then get to a good structure. Dead hard is not only is it the best it's ever been, Dead Hard is unquestionably the best perk in the entire game right now, and it's not even close. That's not me being facetious. That's literally just that's how it is. It's a strong perk right now. And I'm not saying that like while Survivor main, it's like you basically can't lunge right now at an injured Survivor. You have to hold until you're scratching their back and then wiggle your head, which is the international symbol for I'm trying to fake a swing, and then see if they fall for it, and then tap the button to hit them. Because you can't Dead Hard into anyone right now. Feels real bad.